So I'm going to do one of those author year review post things. So if you're interested in that, stick around. If you're not, keep going. Sorry. So this is how my Ingram Spark breaks down my book sales, more or less. This it just divides it up into print and digital. So we launched the book, we released at the end of May, and we had an even split of 10 ebooks and 10 paperbacks. I think we had about 10 pre-orders in that mix as well. So a good start. June, the beginning of June, I had a kid, so sales started to go down. July, taking care of the kid, not really posting or promoting anything. And then August is when I released the hardcovers. And then the end of August is when I made my first TikTok post. So that's in September. We see kind of a shift to ebook boost, which is nice. October, I think, is when I kind of hit my stride on this app. And we got a lot more physical sales. This also doesn't include any individual sales I made in person or anything like that. But October is when I had my first signing. It's when I started to find my groove on the app. We had a really good month then, and that was when I had, like I said, the signing, and I sold out of copies at the signing, at least hardcovers, and a couple more. And then November, it was 19 ebook sales, which is fantastic. I think it's because I did that ebook sale with the reduced price for the ebook for a bit there, so that went really well. And then December, we don't have our ebook stats yet, but we're at 14 copies sold. So I'm going to break down each of these individual categories and kind of take a look at the overall number. Overall, I feel really good about it, being an indie author, with a total of about 152 copies of Paragon Exordium out there in the world, sold in person, sold online, sold in person about 52 copies. A lot of signed editions out there, which I'm really, really happy with. And this has all been since May, so not even a full year yet. So we've got room in our first full year. So, but really good overall. I'm pretty happy with that. So as you can see here, 58 ebooks, which I think is just a fun stat that makes up for a little over a third of the total copies put out there, which I think that's awesome. I'm really happy with that. 41 paperback editions just from the app. This, again, doesn't count ones I've sold in person. I haven't broken down the numbers of paperbacks to hardbacks in person. Usually, though, in person, hardbacks go a lot faster, which I think is really easy. I mean, they're very pretty, so that's probably a factor. And then Manly Motivations sold 27 units, which is hilarious to me because that was made as a joke. We're nowhere near the 500 y'all need to pick up in order for me to get my chest waxed on TikTok Live. Thank God. I'm glad I set an unattainable goal with that because I actually don't want that book to succeed because I wrote it as a joke. And the joke didn't fully pan out, but it did outsell my hardcovers online, which is hilarious to me because I only sold 17 hardcovers online, which is fine. That's a good solid number. And because they're pricey and they're big. Do you mind? So our sales goal for our first year with this book was 100. We've surpassed that by about 50 orders. So we've still got a couple months before it's been out for an entire year. So I'm upgrading that goal to 200. And if we can hit that, that will be very sweet. We only have about 48 copies left to hit that goal. And I think we can do it. So let's talk reviews, right? That's a big, important part of being an indie author is gathering reviews so your work can get out there, right? And people can see it and have a little more response. Oh, also on the previous subject of sales and whatnot, that is entirely word of mouth. I have not done any actual marketing promotions or advertisements. It's just been me making these videos and word of mouth. So I'm incredibly happy and pleased with that. I do not have a budget to do anything but word of mouth at this time. And I'm hoping that can continue because people who've been reading it have really enjoyed it, which is going to lead again back into the reviews part of this video. So I was hoping to hit 20. I was touting the idea of hitting 50 by Christmas. We did not make it. We are at 25 on the Zon at the end of the year. There's one pending. I know that a friend sent me that he got. 4.8 is an incredibly good score. It has only been 4 and 5 star reviews other than the one weird debacle which disappeared, which is unfortunate because it would have helped my numbers anyway. But I'm super proud of 25 in the first year. This year, goodness gracious, I can't talk today. But 25 reviews for 150-ish sales, and not even at our first full year is solid. I'm going to keep that goal of 50 for the end of the first full year. I think we can hit it. I know we can. I'm trying to get that. We're working on a challenge. Dave and I are doing 50 reviews in 50 states, where we're tracking each state we have a review in, and each state we've sold a book in. We're at over 15 states, so Dave's working on the map for that. He's going to be posting a video about that soon. And if you submit one of those reviews, if you've read it, don't review it if you haven't read it or at least started reading it. You'll be eligible to submit a name for the sequel to be used as a character or something like that. So that's kind of our 50 reviews, 50 states kind of thing that we're doing. And we might be doing a Shimivawe book copy with that as well. I can't remember, but Dave's video will talk about that. As for Goodreads review, I wasn't familiar with Goodreads until I got on this app. And Ingram Spark set up my Goodreads, and for some reason there's 3 versions of my book on Goodreads. So there's one with 9 ratings and 4 reviews, one with 2 ratings and 1 review, and one with 0 reviews and 1 rating. And I don't know how to fix it. I assume it's because I have multiple ISBNs because of the hardcover and the paperback. If we could get that number up, awesome. If not, I'm not super concerned about it. I'm more concerned with this on. It's weird, and I mean, meh. But overall, just an incredible year. I've met some incredible people who are all very, very, very cool people, very kind people, very interesting people. I've also read 6 books now, all of them indies. I did my first ARC read. I did an alpha read, which was interesting. Actually, I did 2 ARC reads. Yes, I did 2.5 ARC reads. I really enjoyed that. I've done 1 review, full video review. I'm doing another one soon. Started the Indie Author Cosplay Challenge, which I think is going to go really well, and I think it's fun. Like I said, I'm super grateful to this community and everyone I've met. You people are so neat, such a cool community. I'm really intrigued by. We've just had a lot of success, and I look forward to more adventures and discoveries and learnings in the future. And I wish I'd gotten on here before I published, because I think I would have done better and learned a lot. But I'm learning a lot now, and round 2 will be a lot more successful. Oh, speaking of round 2, we have officially completed the first draft of book 2. So Paragon Attrition is done with the first draft. We're heading into the second draft for the year of 2024. I will make a video on goals for the year of 2024 separate, because this is already too long. So if you stuck around, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, shoot them my way. I look forward to hearing more from all of you, and I look forward to more great things in the future.